welcome to my channel. My name is Terry and I'm a cash stuffer from Botswana. So on this channel I do cash stuffings, budgeting, planning, and really all things money related. So I'm on a journey to financial freedom, and on my journey I try to control our spending, and therefore I document my spending, and I use this budget planner that I created to sort of see my journey and see how I'm spending money on a daily basis in order to build an emergency fund and just to have more comfort when it comes to money, to spend money guilt-free, because spending money is a challenge. It's something I've struggled with for a very long time until I stumbled on this cash stuffing system, and it's really made all the difference. And documenting what I do, how much I spend, really has helped. So this is the final week of November. My husband gets paid on the 25th, and so my month ends on the 24th. So this is how I spent money from the 17th to the 24th, which is our final week of the month. I don't know if that makes sense, but let me just get into it. And if you're tuning in for the first time, please just I'll link my videos, my other a playlist on just my budget check-ins, so you can see from the beginning of this month how this all played out. Okay, so this is my week. Let me just zoom you in a bit. Yeah, so this is, I'm here. The final week is always is it the easiest or the most frustrating one? I think for me it's more enlightening, so to speak. So this is when my week starts. It starts here up to there. So usually I start with groceries. So with groceries I spent, let me just bring in my calculator. I spent 130. This was just veggies. There was a vegetable truck and the vegetables were so cheap. And then I also bought for 165 and 43 pula. So that is that's it, I think. Yeah, that's it. So $338 plus 65, and the balance that I had for groceries is 378. So because of challenges, I've got nothing left. But according to this, I should have 378.05, which is just 39 pula. Obviously, it's gone to my black tax challenge, which I stuff every day. So I think my spending for the month of November wasn't bad. I don't know. That's what I think. And then for meat, I spent only 200 pula, I think. Yes, I spent only 200 pula, but I do not have that 200 pula with me. I'll explain a bit later where that is. So I only have balances running just for these two, and then everything else, the balance is in the binder, so I know how much the balance would be. And then hubby didn't do much spending this week. It was just the money that he got for the week. So I think this will give him, I think this is the first month that you'll actually see how much he spent in a month, because we know how much he has for spending money, like his weekly allowance, but then any other costs, that's kind of what he wants to know. Like here, when I bought him some stuff, he just wants to know he thinks it's a good idea for each of us to know how much we're spending so that we know that our budget is accurate. This is all his idea. He's just, anyway. And then me, now it only says 25 pula here, but my weekly allowance is 100 pula. So because, anyway, I'll explain that later. So I only spent, the only money that's documented here is 25 pula, which I spent on myself. But let me just get to it straight away so that it kind of makes sense. My letters are flying. Look at this K and this, because I was looking the other way. Okay, takeaways. So takeaways, here we spent, look at how much we spent, 269.69 plus 101 plus any more takeaways? Yeah, that's it. 370.69. So 100 pula, the balance for meat here, we used for the takeaways when we were buying takeaways, because there was a balance 100. I had stuffed 300 pula for meat, so I used the 100 pula to top up the takeaways. And the takeaways that we bought on this day, I used my personal money because me and my husband kind of pitched in, and then there was a balance of 100 pula, so the 169 was between the two of us. That's why my spending is only 25 pula, because 75 pula I put into takeaways. So that's kind of how we've managed that situation, little situation of, because this is a situation. Anyway, we've really spent a lot. I think it will be clear in my monthly overview. And then what else did I spend money on this? Yeah, health. So I was taking my prescription meds, and I was at the pharmacy. The pharmacist was like, no, now with chronic medication, you no longer pay 10%. I was like, wow. So the 20 pula that I paid was just for, I think it was like painkillers that I bought. So basically what he's saying is we won't be spending any more money on our prescriptions, our monthly prescriptions. And then oh yes, I've started buying food stamps. Spa has got a little food stamps book. So this is what they look like, and I just bought just to get myself started. That's where the 20 pula came from. That's why I wrote food stamps. So I'll be buying this. Mostly I'll be buying these for my mother, because my mother, even when she has money, she just won't buy food. She's the first person I know who does not care about food. My mother says food is a waste of money because you're buying every month. So her and food have a weird relationship. She does not like food. She just eats to, I don't know, to keep herself nourished. So I thought this would be wonderful. There's money in here and I give this to her, then she won't have a choice but to buy food, because Spa is like a grocery shop. You know, there's groceries at Spa. So this is kind of my way of doing that. So I talked to my other siblings and we're like, guys, this is the answer. So that's where the stamps. So I think I'm just going to have a category called food stamps, because even though they're just saving stamps, for me, I'm going to use them just for food. So I spent 20 pula on them. And what else did I spend money on? Yeah, the kids. The kids, I just spent 40 pula on them just for they just wanted airtime. Yeah, first it was this one in the morning, and then after it was this one. And then water. I don't think I should put in water because the money's in the miscellaneous envelope anyway. So I'll just let me just write it so that I can have an idea. Oh my god, I'm all over the place today. I'll just write water 10 pula so that I know how much we're spending, because 1 liter is 1 pula, so 10 pula is for 10 liters, and usually this lasts us almost a week. I've been meaning to buy the 20-liter bottle, but I just haven't gotten around to it, so I just keep buying for 10 pula. And then I took my car to the car wash for 60 pula. Just I think that's, oh yes, petrol. I put petrol in my car for 200 pula because I had to travel. I had to travel because my sister-in-law, her daughter was graduating, so she invited me to go and go with her to the kindergarten, preschool graduation. So I went. So I put petrol in my car. So that's my spending for the week. So what I like to do is I like to look at this and sort of reflect on my week. It was generally, I think it was a good week. The kids, for a change, I didn't spend any money on them as compared to the other weeks. It's just airtime, and I told them they need to manage their airtime because I 100 pula for a whole month, and with the specialism Mascomo, they're getting 200 pula worth of airtime a week. They don't have business stuff. It's just their friends, and then there's Wi-Fi at home. So what are they spending airtime on? Anyway, that is that. So that is my month, completion of my month for November. My husband thinks this is so messy. There's colors everywhere. I love this. I think it's an organized mess. I love how it looks. I look at this and I smile because it makes me feel like I'm in control. Weird, I know, but it makes me feel like I'm in control, like I know exactly what's going on. I can just look back and say, okay, unexpected expenses. I know exactly what this petrol was going on. I know exactly what's going on. The only thing is takeaways and petrol here. That's the only unexpected or unbudgeted expenses. Otherwise, everything is just fine. My business expenses, everything is just, I just love this and I smile. I just look at this and I smile. My husband says it's giving him a headache just looking at this, but I don't know. That's him. I told him, well, it can give you a headache. It's not yours, it's mine. It doesn't give me a headache. That's all that matters. So anyway, in trying to kind of listen to him just a little bit, I'm going to try. I can't promise anything. I'm going to try and not put stickers on this month. It's like very hard because I've been using stickers all the time, every single month. I'm going to try, but I am going to buy stickers. I saw Norma's diary has a lot of she has a lot of stickers. I might just buy all these other stickers from these other, they're mine. I actually made these myself, but you know, it's kind of nice to have a variety because I love stickers. I love them. You know, these other ones that I see on YouTube where they've got washies and they've got like these colors. I love those. I'm going to try and make them because I can't get them anywhere here and it will be way too expensive to buy them from overseas. But I love them. Anyway, this is what my week. I'll just talk you through this quickly. There was a wedding. So these are my bills. Basically, I've got this key here. And this key, I use the same colors every month. So bills, this is the highlighting method that I use as well. Bills, variables, are like cash envelopes. First I had cash envelopes. Yeah, maybe I should just write cash envelopes with variables, but I don't know. And then spending is our personal spending and any other spending from the binders, like, and then there's business, and then there's unexpected, and then reminders, just dates to remember and all of that, and sinking funds. Okay, so these are my bills. These I've already paid because today's the 27th, and these are just, I tried, the only thing that I went there physically is Lewis, but rent I just transferred to my landlord's account, and FSG I paid with Orange Money, guys. Orange Money is like the best. I used Orange Money for FSG and DSTV. And then today's Monday. I had to make sure that I've got money because my new bills, the insurance thing and the alarm. There's actually an extra 39 pula here that I have to pay, which is 399 plus 39 pula. So I'm going to be paying 438 for the alarm because apparently SMS, so that every time if something happens, they can send me an SMS, because this is just telephone monitoring, because the village where my house is, there's no, it's not really a small village, but they don't have an office there. It's like 10 kilometers away. So they usually phone or they call the police, and they want a number for a neighbor so that the neighbor can just have a look, which I've given them. So it's better than nothing. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing, because at least the thieves will run away when they hear the alarm. So then on the first, I have to make sure that there's money in my account for this, because what I found with doing a spread like this, it's helped me avoid getting my account to zero, because that's what used to happen. My account would be in the negatives because I would have no idea when the bank takes its money. So now that I know that FNB takes my current account, gets its money on the 10th, I always make sure I have money in here, and then I avoid getting my account in the negatives. Like, I would never have thought that FNB takes its money on the 10th. Why would they do this on the 10th? Why not do it at the end of the month? Which is what I thought they did. Anyway, this is what I figured out. Or maybe this is the date that I opened my account. I don't know why they chose this date. It is what it is. And then this month, since it's December, my husband is going to be getting paid on the 15th. So it's going to be a really weird, difficult month to track my spending. But I'm going to try to track my spending. And then my son's Wi-Fi, which I'm not even sure I'm going to pay because he's home. I don't know. Anyway. And then Apple Music on the 20th, FNB, my business account, is on the 21st, and then Canva on this date, and Netflix on the 24th. So that's my spread. I just have to make sure that when this date comes, I've got money in my account, because we are, Botswana, we use money all the time. It can happen that there's no money in your account when the date hits. So this kind of helps, because I've got my weekly check-ins. It helps me to see what's happening with my week. So this week, since I'm on this week, I would see, like, for example, on this week, I would know that on this day I've got to make sure that I've got 400 pula to do my son's Wi-Fi, which I had budgeted for anyway. So that's why, even though I put it in my envelopes, I just have to go back. I know it might look like a lot of work, but when the money's for me, my challenge, when the money's in the account, I tend to use it more than if I've got it here and I've given it a name. So I've got to give it a name first and then take it to the bank. I know you someone would think it's totally useless, but it helps me. And at the end of the day, this is my journey, and this is how I'm doing my journey, and this is what works for me. So if it doesn't work for you, that's fine. Don't do it. But I do it because it works for me. Okay. So that was my check-in for this week. I just wanted to show you my spread. So this was my check-in, and my month is done. I will do another video just kind of showing what was going on. So now I'll be doing my cash envelopes, my weekly stuffing. This is the money that I'll be cash stuffing. 246,800. 150. 40. 20. 1,010 pula. That's how much I'll be stuffing in my wallet. So my husband, I've already given him his money, because it's Monday today. Usually I do my stuffings on a Friday and my chickens on a Friday, but I didn't last week, and I'm doing it today. So groceries this week is getting 250. So with the kids, with my son home, my eldest isn't here yet, but my youngest is home. He keeps saying, "Hey, mama, staying away, he eats a lot." Boys will be boys. So I think staying away from home, and he's realizing how expensive things are, and he doesn't eat all the things that he wants to eat. So when he's home, he says he makes up all the other times. Meat has 10 pula in there. and then I am getting, I forgot to give myself some money. Okay, let me just do that now and just get it from my spending. I forgot myself. How does a person forget themselves? Okay. I will be getting 100 pula. I don't think I've got anything in here. That's my money for the week. And then household, I am giving a 40 pula just because I want to buy. Oh, wow. I've got a 20 pula in there. I totally forgot about that. And I'm giving myself a 40 pula because I want fluorescent. What am I going to do with this? I had not looked. I just assumed these were empty. Okay, 40 pula. I need to buy the kitchen fluorescent light. It's like 25 pula or something. And then takeaways is getting a 200 because I am getting with the program. I've given up. I'm using a lot of money in takeaways and I just need to acknowledge that. So I've got 200 pula in there. And then miscellaneous is getting 100 pula. Getting these two. Kindness is getting these two tens right here. And then I need to buy electricity. But last night I had no money in my orange money. But I tried to use the FNB and for some reason I couldn't buy it. So I don't know what's going on there. So I'm just going to put it in here. But I'm not sure if... Maybe I'll try, maybe if I try and buy, and this morning if I try to, because I ended up just, I tried to get 200 and then I tried to do it again. It was like, you have a duplicate transaction. So I did for 20 pula because our electricity was finishing. So I'm going to try and do it online. If not, I'll have to go physically to go and buy it. And that is my wallet ready to spend for the whole week. And I've got these, I've got this money here that I'm not sure what to do with. I think I'll put it in, because it's from household, I'll put it in the home binder, in the home envelope, sorry, because it's empty. I used, what did I use this money for? Did I write here? I used it for something this weekend. I don't remember what. I'll probably see in my check-in. And I'll just put this whole 30 pula in here because it's very weird when there's no money in here. I will stuff it, but I just feel weird not having anything in there. Okay. And then I've got this 20 pula that I'll just pop into this tin because I'm about to unstuff it. So that is my video, guys. My videos are always jam-packed and totally all over the place. I try to throw in stuff that I didn't plan for, to just it makes it feel real for me to have things that I was not expecting. Thanks for watching, guys. And this journey seems to be quite easy. You know, I'm not anxious. The anxiety about money is gone. And I'm looking forward to my weekly check-ins. I'm looking forward, even though sometimes there are surprises, like when I couldn't remember what I'd done with the 300 pula in one of my videos, which will be in my playlist that I will link. I couldn't remember. I think it was the second week. I couldn't remember what I'd done with the 300 pula, only to remember that I had borrowed it to someone who still hasn't paid me, by the way. You see why we don't borrow people money? She still hasn't paid me, even though it was like, oh, I'm getting my money on the, I think it was like the 5th or something. She said she was getting paid in a week's time, and her kids had no, her son had no milk and no nappies, so she needed money, so I gave her that money. Till this day, she's still telling me stories. But anyway, Anyway, people just disappoint. Thank you for watching once again, and please comment, like, subscribe, let me know what you think, and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.